Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Yes, I got my hair cut. Yay! Welcome to the 2019 Hunger Games, as I'd like to call it. And I want to bring this as a tradition into my channel because my sister watches someone on YouTube who does this every year. And then part of the Much Ado For Today cast does this every so often, and we put in characters and we put them into the Hunger Games. So I've decided to do that on my channel. And so for the 2019 Hunger Games, I've got people from all sorts of different shows that I've done this year, including a drama internal, because I was like, you know what, I enjoy doing this internal, so I'd like to bring the characters into this, because they can't be forgotten. So, we are currently at The Reaping, where all the tributes are selected to go into the Hunger Games. So, let's read out our tributes for the 2019 Hunger Games. In District 1, we have Benedict and Beatrice. In District 2, we have David and Sophie. In District 3, we have Dogberry and Verges. District 4 has Calvin and Ronnie. District 5 has Claudio and Hero. District 6 has Baraccio and Margaret. District 7 has Paul and Melissa. District 8 has Jordan and Charlotte. District 9 has Mr. Wolf and Miss Ward. District 10 has George C. Cole and Hugh Oatcake. Why not? They need to be involved as well. In District 11, we have Liz Wilkinson from the production of For Today, and Leonardo from Much Ado About Nothing. And in District 12, we have Vladimir and Estragon from Waiting for Godot. As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Liz takes a spear from the cornucopia. Sophie runs away from the cornucopia. Leonardo severely injures Dogberry and leaves him to die. It's gonna happen eventually, wasn't it? Miss Ward runs away from the cornucopia. Mr. Wolf takes a spear from the cornucopia. Benedict snatches a bottle of alcohol and a rag. George C. Cole runs away from the cornucopia. More like goes off on a scooter. Ronnie grabs a shovel. Charlotte runs away from the cornucopia. Paul retrieves a trident from inside the cornucopia. Hugh Oatcake snatches a bottle of alcohol and a rag. Jordan finds a backpack full of camping equipment. Melissa runs away from the cornucopia. David grabs a backpack and retreats. Calvin grabs a sword. Whoa, big man Calvin getting a sword. Claudio grabs a backpack, not realizing it's empty. Of course he does. Margaret grabs a backpack, not realizing it is empty. Verges runs away from the cornucopia. Vladimir runs away from the cornucopia. Hero takes a spear from inside the cornucopia. Beatrice runs into the cornucopia and hides. Estragon sets Baraccio on fire. Right. Estragon's not holding back right now. So day 1. Ronnie chases Margaret. Hugh Oatcake sprains her ankle while running away from Calvin. Sophie tries to sleep through the entire day. Benedict picks flowers. Liz stalks Miss Ward. Paul tries to spear fish with a trident. Mr. Wolf overhears Leonardo and Melissa talking in the distance. Hero chases Charlotte. Claudio overhears Beatrice and Vladimir talking in the distance. Careful what you hear, Claudio. Jordan tries to spear fish with a trident. David discovers a river. Verges, Estragon and George C. Cole hunt for other tributes. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Dogberry and Baraccio. Night 1 of the Hunger Games. Hugh Oatcake is awoken by nightmares. Jordan and Estragon huddle for warmth. Hero and George C. Cole, along with Benedict, discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Leonardo begs Mr. Wolf to kill him. He refuses, keeping Leonardo alive. Miss Ward and Ronnie fight Margaret and Charlotte. Miss Ward and Ronnie survive. Liz and Paul sleep in shifts. Beatrice receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Vladimir forces David to kill Melissa or Claudio. He decides to kill Melissa. Wow, classmate's just gone. Sophie lets Verges into a shelter. Calvin thinks about home. Day 2 of the Hunger Games. George Seacole and Jordan walk together for the day. Paul and Liz threaten a double suicide. It fails, and they die. Hero, Calvin and Sophie hunt for other tributes. Benedict overhears Claudio and Vladimir talking in the distance. Hugh Oatcake picks flowers. Lizzie, that's really cute of you. I can so see you doing that in any situation. Picking flowers, yay. Verges discovers a river. Miss Ward defeats David in a fight but spares his life. Ronnie, Beatrice, Mr. Wolf, Leonardo and Estragon hunt for other tributes. 5 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Margaret from District 6, Charlotte from District 8, Melissa from District 7, Paul from District 7, and Liz from District 11. Night 2. Beatrice passes out from exhaustion. Calvin receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. George Seacole, Mr. Wolf, David and Estragon sleep in shifts. Ronnie dies from an infection. Hugh Oatcake loses sight of where she is. Sophie is awoken by nightmares. Leonardo is awoken by nightmares. Verges, Vladimir and Claudio cheerfully sing songs together. Hero climbs a tree to rest. Jordan and Benedict run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Miss Ward loses sight of where she is. Day 3 of the Hunger Games. Miss Ward runs away from Claudio. Sophie practices her archery. Estragon scares Beatrice off. Verges receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Mr. Wolf discovers a cave. Vladimir constructs a shack. Hero runs away from Leonardo. Hugh Oatcake tries to sleep through the entire day. Calvin thinks about home. Again. Benedict stalks David. George Seacole searches for firewood. Jordan receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. 1 cannon shot can be heard in the distance. Ronnie from District 4. Night 3. David loses sight of where he is. Benedict receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Sophie receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. George Seacole strangles Vladimir with a rope. It's normally what Pozzo's meant to do with Lucky and waiting for Godot, but you know what, we can change up the story a bit. Mr. Wolf, Estragon and Verges cheerfully sing songs together. Beatrice receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Miss Ward receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Calvin starts a fire. Leonardo and Claudio sleep in shifts. Hero passes out from exhaustion. Jordan receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Hugh Oatcake looks at the night sky. Day 4. Benedict, Mr. Wolf, Hugh Oatcake and Sophie hunt for other tributes. Leonardo searches for firewood. George Seacole injures himself. Oh, herself. Whoops. George Seacole injures herself. Hero picks flowers. Jordan kills Estragon while he is resting. Cool. So that's another character that I've played gone. Claudio, Verges, David and Miss Ward raid Calvin's camp while he is hunting. Beatrice constructs a shack. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Vladimir from District 12 and Estragon from District 12. So Waiting for Godot is gone. It didn't last in the theatre. Night 4. Benedict, Miss Ward, Mr. Wolf, Hero and Verges sleep in shifts. George Seacole, Leonardo and David sleep in shifts. Claudio thinks about winning. Sophie looks at the night sky. Calvin kills Hugh Oatcake while she is sleeping. Beatrice and Jordan run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Day 5. Benedict hunts for other tributes. Miss Ward forces Jordan to kill Mr. Wolf or Verges. He decides to kill Mr. Wolf. That's what happens when you decide to give your student the daily notices to read out. Leonardo makes a slingshot. Sophie picks flowers. George Seacole, Calvin and Claudio get into a fight. Claudio kills them both. Thanks, Aiden. Just thanks. David tends to Beatrice's wounds. Hero makes a wooden spear. An arena event has come up now, guys. The arena's border begins to rapidly contract. That's some tea right there. Claudio survives. Thinking they could escape, Beatrice and Leonardo attempt to run through the border together. Hero restrains Jordan to a tree and leaves him to die. Miss Ward survives. Sophie trips on a tree root and is unable to recover fast enough. Thinking they could escape, Benedict and David attempt to run through the border together. Verges trips on a tree root and is unable to recover fast enough. So that was a very intense arena event. 11 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Hugh Oatcake from District 10. Mr. Wolf from District 9. George Seacole from District 10. Calvin from District 4. Beatrice from District 1. Leonardo from District 11. Jordan from District 8. Sophie from District 2. Benedict from District 1. David from District 2. And Verges from District 3. So let's get into Night 5 where we have 3 tributes remaining, the final 3. Claudio killed Hero. You know she didn't cheat on you, right? Miss Ward dies trying to escape the arena. And the winner is Claudio from District 5. Congratulations, Aiden, you won the first Hunger Games on my YouTube channel. And so we have the placements of the Hunger Games. The winner over the district is District 5. Congratulations, Aiden, who played Claudio, for winning the first Hunger Games on my channel. There will be one at the end of next year for sure. Well, I hope so. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, comment something down below, subscribe if you haven't, and I hope to see you in another video.